So you guys missed this super cool moment where this this stain exploded in my hand while I was staining something for the Starlink setup. So that went well. Okay, welcome back to Cache Pirate. So what we've been having trouble with is getting a decent internet service to the RV when we're at parks and whatnot, and we haven't been able to get a decent connection for whether uploading videos, streaming and whatnot. We've been using our phone and some other items. So I got this in the mail about a month ago, and it's just been in the box. I've been doing other things, I've been busy. So the Starlink came in. The box actually looks kind of rough on the sides, like someone's been in it, but but I haven't been in it, so I'm gonna open it up and see what we got. I ordered the Starlink install kit for on a post. So this end goes on a post. The Starlink snaps into here, I assume. Some little holes to screw it onto a pipe. I'm going to listen to the dogs bark as they freak out. I'm going to use a piece of PVC pipe, and I'm going to be attaching it to here, and I'm going to attach it to a ladder. I'm going to try to do a semi-temporary stable setup on the RV so that I can take it down easily with a set of wire snips by removing the zip ties. I've got some medium zip ties, some standard length, and then I have the full-grown man overdoing it size zip ties, depending on whatever I need to use. Also on the post, I'm going to set up a LED light, so this can be turned on or off, recharges, has on-off on the bottom, and directional. So that way I can, oh wow, it turns this way too. I had no idea. So I'm going to set this up so if we ever have the RV at a park where we can have light or light up an area, this will already be on the pole and all I got to do is turn it on. So let's see. In here looks like, oh, I guess if you were going to do a more permanent setup, it comes with connectors to run your wire through. We won't be using those because we're not setting anything up permanent. Oh, what is the bag for? Does anyone know what the bag is for? This is this appears to be a cover for the Starlink itself. So interestingly enough, like this was a separate order. This didn't come with the Starlink, so it's weird that this came with a dish cover and a little handy holding case for it. Well, neat. I don't know if I'll ever use that, but I guess if we do put it away to store it, I assume I would just put it back in the box, but all right. Screws. Okay. And this here, this looks like it's, oh, if you're not going to use screws, this is threaded, so you could just use this Allen wrench and tighten it on, and then just undo it to take it off. I may use those. That looks like it'll come in handy. Okay, that's what's in the adapter box, and the adapter's sold separately because there's different mounting setups. I believe this just comes with a stand where you would just set it out in the open, but there's no open space where I'm currently parked. I hope everything's in the camera. Let's see. Yeah, that looks fine. Alrighty. Comes with a large plastic piece that I guess protects it from bumps and bruises. Here's the ground mount, I guess. Yeah, I guess it would sit down like that. And I hate to say it, this dish is, oh, there's a hair in here. Not one of mine. I wonder if someone's had this open. Yeah, there is a free hair from someone. Somewhere. I'm not touching it. There's the dish. I'll have to check online and see if anybody else's is like this, but it's a little dirty. Has some stuff on it. Well, I mean, it's going to be outside. Who cares, right? But I'd hate that it's used. I mean, if you've looked at the cost of these, you don't want to pay full price for a used one. The cable, it doesn't look like it's ever been taken out of here before. Everything looks, I'm not sure. Well, it looks fine. Regardless, I'm definitely not waiting for another one to come in the mail as long as it took to get this one. And I'm going to plug it in and see if it works. Yeah, everything's just a little dingy. And, it might be because this box really isn't that great of a box. And it's pretty flimsy. So it's quite possible that this thing just got a lot of crap inside the box from all the openings. And, this box just comes apart. So here's the Starlink router, and looks super cool. Hopefully that lights up and does tricks. And not sure why this Starlink looks like our SpaceX logo. Kind of looks like a Reebok sign. Yeah, so that's it. That's what's in the box. Looks like we have power cable. Everything has little rubber grommets to make it water resistant or hopefully waterproof. Then the plugs are recessed quite a bit so that you shouldn't get any water in there. And this is the router side, so it's kind of odd that this is so waterproof because this goes inside. But even the C-type plug here has the same setup. All right, so I'm gonna go out and get this set up and mounted, and then I'm gonna show you what I did instead of you watching me build everything. Because for the most part, let's see, we'll do this. This is going to, looks like the wire's going to run through. You'll feed the wire through, and then this is going to, oh, there's a little button on the back. So to lock it in place, there's a little groove in here, a little notch, and it's just going to, oh, it looks like I can do it either way. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so that goes on there. As long as and there's that hair. I gotta get that. That's not mine. Yeah, so, all right, I'm gonna get everything set up and then I'll do a run through and show it to you, and then we'll do a speed test also and see what kind of speed we're getting from the sky. And I'm going to try not to drop it also. Okay, here we are. We're hooked up. Melinda's inside. We're getting ready to plug in. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to zoom in. I might even zoom back a little bit, maybe try to get a different angle. I'm standing in the sun. It is blazing out here. I think she's getting ready to plug in. I don't see any movement yet. Oh, there we go. We're setting up. Going through its boot up, I assume. I've watched a couple videos on them. And then they locate the satellites. I think. Well, while we're letting it think, maybe those satellites are straight up. Maybe that's what it's looking at. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through a little bit of what I did here. And again, it's a temporary setup, so it's really about just getting it working and making sure everything's functioning like it should. I took the PVC pipe and I zip tied it. I just made a little black or a little wood support, zip tied it in place because all of this is temporary currently. I just want to make sure it works. And then zip tied it all the way up, and then mounted the dish on top of the pole, ran the wire straight down and under, and then I ran under the RV. I ran under the RV to, hold on. I ran under the RV and up through where the water comes through. So that'll just close down. And then it runs up by the water filter. And then I ran it inside through the underbelly. And I will show you where I go from here. It's going to be inside, so I'll be right back. Okay, so in here is where we put the router, and what we've done is we made a hole through the belly and then through here, which I'll end up sealing up. I was just running the wire, then through here, and then next to the drawer, and then we came out right here and onto the counter to plug in here. Was really the cleanest way to do it without making any other holes in the external part of the RV. So, but for the most part, that's it. So we'll get this up and running, and then I'll show you how fast our speeds are. So we just finished running the speed test, and we came in at 120.3 Mbps. Upload's slow, but hey, the download's coming in fast. For streaming and whatnot, and we ran it through our other hookup, and we were running under 10 Mbps download and 2 something upload. So this is much faster than what we were getting, and it is really overcast outside right now. So right now a lot of cloud cover, and it looks like it's about to rain. And I've tested it multiple times, and it comes back different every single time. It was actually running almost 300 Mbps when I first hooked it up, and then it slowed down as it got overcast outside. So I imagine there's a lot of different things that can cause it to slow down based on the fact that it's a satellite. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and this is the Cash Pirate.